Good morning, good morning, good morning. A very decidedly not stupid o'clock. Welcome to today's final episode of Spilling Tea. I am your host, Tiffany Daniels, and we are once again getting back to JD versus AH case this morning. Now, before I get into it, me and technology, we be at war at the moment. For some reason, YouTube Studio has been fighting me. Every time I try to put in a thumbnail I've created to go in front of these videos, it will refresh, remove the thumbnail, and not allow me to use it, and also remove the tags that I had just created. So you're going to see these like you used to see them before my channel got somewhat better. You're just going to see pictures of this ugly mug and probably a picture of whatever it is we're taking a look at during the video until I figure out what the hell is going on. Wish me the best of luck with that, by the way. Me and technology. It's a love-hate relationship, folks. It's a love-hate relationship. So, we are going to see the link to the documents from the real Laura Brokov by me just linking her in the description box. Please click on her name or just add her on your Twitter if you haven't. Seriously, just get it done. Seriously. So, moving on. So, I actually started at the bottom of Laura's thread on this one because context. So, what's been going on? Well, the usual. AH didn't get her way, so she's stomping her foot and having a hissy fit like a small child. And say, but I want the LAPD's documents because how dare they not agree with me? And they must be corrupt. Honey, people aren't corrupt just because you want them to be because they don't agree with you. So what am I talking about? Well, let's get it pulled up here. So this is attached on the Real Laura B's Twitter page here. The LAPD subpoena for the upteenth time, I might add, from Fairfax as a reference for the LAPD letter. We're going to take a look at all of it. So let's get this pulled up here. Right. I'm not going to scroll into it, folks, because, like I said, me and technology, we at Warner this morning, so I'm not even going to try. We're just going to read it and go over it. Documents to be produced under this subpoena. Let's see what Little Miss Thing is demanding, shall we? In response to this subpoena, you are required to produce the original and or an exact copy of the following. I love the wording of her lawyers, don't you? You're required to. Are they? Are they? Because I do believe that you are allowed to fight a subpoena. They are not required to give anything just because Miss Thing says so. But we've already established that she really doesn't understand the concept of the word no. So let's go ahead and read this here. All documents and communications of any nature respecting any investigation of and any disciplinary actions taken against officers Sands and Halden for any conduct up and through December the 31st, 2016. You really think taking that to a judge whose husband is a cop, you think this is the best play? Really? Really, Miss A.H., really? Really? I want to go through their whole career with a fine-tooth comb if they so much as took a bathroom break at the wrong time, because how dare they not agree with me? How dare they say my imaginary my imaginary bruises weren't there? How dare they say there was no damage when there was no damage? Moving on. All documents and communication of any nature respecting any investigation into whether Officer Sanez and Halden followed LAPD policy procedures and or protocols in responding to the call at the East Columbia building on May 21st, 2016, respecting AH. Oh, for the love of God. They had body cam footage. Okay? These are trained officers. Officers specifically trained for DV calls. You want to know why they didn't write a report? Because there was nothing to report. Do you know nothing about police procedure? You do not write a report unless there is an actual incident. Dear God, what is wrong with this woman? All documents and communications of any nature respecting any investigation into whether Officer Senes and Howden followed LAPD policy procedures and or protocols and use of their body cameras or preservation of video footage from their body cameras in responding to the call at the East Columbia building on May 21st, 2016, respecting the Nameless one. Honey, you're trying to disqualify the body cam footage, aren't you? So you demanded it, and when it didn't show what you wanted, now you want to discredit it. Why am I not surprised? All training materials from any training program taken by or otherwise provided to Officer Senes and Officer Holden prior to and including May 21st, 2016. I want to know, is their training even adequate enough to notice that I was brutalized? Even though there was no bruises on my face, there was no destroyed furniture, and I just dismissed them to go, but still, how dare they? I'm sorry, I'm in a mood today, folks. All documents reflecting the training taken by Officer Sanchez and Holden on or before May 21st, 2016, please include any types of training, date, and whether in person or online. Why is it any of your business the training that they had gone through in anything other than what has to do with the case at hand? You're just fishing at that point. All documents reflecting training and transition period for Officer Sanchez and Holden concerning their body camera equipment. Are you really going to sit there and say that they didn't use it correctly? Really? So them doing a very thorough walkthrough of the entire scene, showing the floors, the countertops, everything that you said was amiss, that was completely clean, and you're going to tell them they don't know how to use their equipment? Really? That's what you're going for. Wow. See, folks, that's what you do when you have nothing. Paint doubt on legitimate evidence. But the fact of the matter is, these folks use their body cams so well, I highly doubt that is actually going to fly. All documents reflecting dates on which Officers Sanchez and Handon issued body cameras, including all documents showing specific dates of any changes in body camera equipment, and dates of any malfunctions or use of wrong body camera equipment. Maybe the cameras were damaged and that's why they didn't show what I wanted them to show? Amber logic. Kill me now. All forms completed by Officers Sanchez and Handon or his or her behalf for the period of October 1st, 2015 through August 1st, 2016, reflecting their failure to turn on their body cameras, malfunctions to capture and upload process to evidence.com, or any other issues with body cameras that resulted in a failure to capture or upload any or all video associated with a response to an incident while on duty. Oh, for the love of God. They didn't turn it on and show them what I showed them. That's because it didn't happen, sweetheart. They did their job. God. All documents reflecting dates on which Officers Sanders and Haddon captured and uploaded a body cam footage to evidence.com for the period of October the 1st, 2015 through August the 1st, 2016. All videos uploaded to evidence by Officers Sanchez and Haddon or their behalf or the period of May 1st, 2016 through May 31st, 2016, including all collaboration testing videos. I'm sure she wants to know what they had for breakfast this morning. Folks, this is subpoenas for a woman that is desperate. That body cam footage was so damaging that it lives in her head rent free. She's going to do everything she can to discredit the body cam footage that she herself demanded. Is anyone surprised? Because I'm not. But don't wait, there's more. So this is a part of a thread. Okay. This is the LAPD letter. Laura says, FYI, re-AH compelling documents off the LAPD. This is their response. Let's see what they agreed to provide. Oh, great, it's small type. But I'm still not zooming in because, as I said, me and technology this morning, we ain't friends. Mr. Daly, my client is in receipt of the subpoena for the production of business records in action pending outside California that was issued on September the 14th, 2021. At this time, my client submits the following objections to the subpoena. Oh, this is going to be good. Here's the hoping it's so good it must be fattening. Records sought and requests 1 through 6 cannot be obtained through a subpoena. Ooh, burn. What did I tell you guys about those police union lawyers? They're a whole nother ballpark. As for request 6, LAPD will search for and produce any records reflecting the transmission session period for Officers Sanchez and Halden concerning their body camera equipment. Ladies and gentlemen, I expect that to backfire spectacularly on her. C. Requests 7 and 15 are overbroad because these requests are not limited by any time period. Please provide a time period for the records sought in these records. LAPD, at this time, is willing to search for any responsive records for the period of May 1st, 2016 through May 31st, 2016. Requests 9, 11, and 13 are overbroad as to the time period requested. LAPD is willing to search for and produce responsive records for the period of May 1st, 2016 through May 31st, 2016. It does not appear that the work schedules for Officer Haddon and Sanchez for a 10-month period of time, including a few months after the incident that occurred on May 21st, 2016, are material to any issues in this case. Thank you! Thank you. Any of this shit that happened before this time period has literally nothing to do with her. It is all the actions of a spiteful child who didn't get what she wants and now is having a hissy fit. Just saying. Request 12 is overbroad and unduly burdensome. LAPD does not maintain a database of reports that is searchable by an officer's name or serial number. The custodian will need to pull and review every single report or incident that came in for the Central Division for the requested period to determine whether Officers Sanchez and Haddon were involved. The custodian estimates that there were over 11,000 incidents and or calls for the Central Division for the period of May 1st, 2016 through May 31st, 2016. Moreover, notes, photograph, and other evidence gathered for other incidents and investigations do not appear to be material to the issues in this case, as these records are not related to the incident that occurred at the East Columbia building on May 21st, 2016. Boom! They are saying no to your fishing expedition, Nameless One, just in case you're wondering. Other cases have nothing to do with you and is, quite frankly, not your damn business. Moving on. F. LAPD previously searched for records and sought in request 14. This request is duplicate of the prior request. As for the other requests, my client will search for and produce the responsive records. The custodian requests additional time to comply. He anticipates the production will be ready in approximately 2 weeks or less. Please let me know when you are available to meet and confer regarding to the objections above and request for an extension. Interesting. Why do I have the feeling all the things that is being granted to her are going to backfire? You know, like the body cam footage coming out. Alright, let's go up here. Oh dear God. Oh wait, no, that was October the 5th. Okay, now here's the update. That was done back on October the 5th. AH has filed her reply to the LAPD opposition. Still waiting for on-depth reply. Citing difference from the prior pitches is there is now a valid VA subpoena filed. Oh my God, why does that? But we did it properly, so you should just produce it. No, that's not how it works. Alright, as I always do, let's square our arms for some stupid. Okay, let's take a look here. Okay, so the hearing, October the 4th. How dare you not produce everything I tell you to produce? Oh, dear God, here we go. Alright, let's read this. Alright, the LAPD's opposition rests on a single flawed premise. Oh, dear God. Contrary to the expensive language of the IIDDA, the LAPD is asking this court to cast aside plain language of the Act and find that this court does not have jurisdiction to decide the petition. No, they didn't, honey. They told you you don't get material based on cases that have nothing to do with your client. They said you don't get to have information in regards to the training and credentials of the cops involved that, again, have nothing to do with your client. But okay, go off. The LAPD opposition ignores the very text of the IIDDA authorized by the petition in the first instance, resorting instead to strained readings of inapplicable case law. The opposition points to the prior motion filed by AH, but the LAPD ignores the key distinction. The prior motion did not involve exhumans requested via a valid-issued subpoena by the Virginia court, attached as Exhibit F to the previously submitted daily declaration. The instant petition now provides this court with the jurisdiction to hear this dispute and order the relief sought by AH because these requests were specifically authorized by the Virginia court, and the court has jurisdiction to order this discovery pursuant to the IIDDA. Last time I checked, the judge did not demand to hear about other DV cases out in California that AH is not involved in. Is it just me? Am I getting that wrong there? Tell me in the comments, alright? Moreover, the court should ignore the LAPD's feigned attempt to cast a petition as somehow not involving a dispute or seeking other relief, both of which are permissible under the IIDDA. A day after submitting its opposition, the LAPD served Ms. Heard with objections to the subpoena. See Supplemental Declaration of Michael J. Daly. The LAPD readily concedes that despite the Virginia court authorizing this discovery, it cannot provide documents without a pitchless motion, a petition under the IDDA. The court should not countenance the LAPD's tactics to avoid discovery of these critical documents by taking conflicting positions. How? How is that conflicting? How is it conflicting to say we're going to provide all the documents that are actually have to do with your case that are not overbroad, but anything that has nothing to do with your case you don't get to have? Really? Finally, the LAPD readily concedes that the 6 categories of documents in the pitchless motion should be discoverable because it offers no substantive argument to deny any of the requested categories. Really? What does other people's DV cases have anything to do with yours? That's other people's private business. Your client has no business. Just saying. The subpoena, Exhibit F to the Daly Declaration, is narrowly tailored, and the documents reported on are critical to AH's case. How? How are cases that have nothing to do with her ass critical to her? They should be produced as once, as practicable under the court conducts its camera review. Oh, for God's sake. You should just give my client everything she wants, whether or not it has anything to do with her case. Your client, sweetheart, all she wants to do is paint those cops in a bad light. She wants to basically declare those cops incompetent, who don't know how to use their camera equipment, and had no business even taking that call that day. And you want to know why? Because they didn't see what she wanted them to see. She wants to prove they're either incompetent or on Johnny's payroll, which is absolutely ridiculous. When you have cops coming in and asking if Mr. Heard is still there, yeah, just saying. So all in all, folks, what is this? It's that AH has lost her mind. We knew that a long time ago. But she has really lost her mind ever since the body cam footage came out. And it has been living in her mind rent-free all of this time. And because when they produced that body cam footage, it not only didn't go in her favor, but spectacularly put the lie to her entire narrative of that quote-unquote incident. Well, she's going to go after those cops and go after them hard, because that body cam footage by itself should have destroyed her. I think it will in the end, along with all the other evidence. Alright, folks, that's all I got for this morning. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. You are going to catch me on Rob Rules, probably, we'll see, a little bit later this afternoon. Also, folks, Monday, 4:30, folks, be there. 5:30 Central Standard Time, 10:30 or 11:30. I have no idea. It depends on the time of year. We will be going live on my channel. And it's open chat, and you know the rules. We talk about anything and everything. Please be there. Now, as always, folks, we don't get very many views on this channel. The few that we do tend to get removed from time to time. So, folks, please don't forget to hit that like button, hit subscribe, don't forget to hit the comments. I do appreciate your time this morning, and as always, we here at Smelling Tea hope you have a good one. Bye-bye. And the struggle against technology continues. Bye.